I have a lot to say, so I'm going to kind of try to talk fast here. So again, my platform is there. It has all my background information and my goals for the club. So I'm going to kind of just talk to you guys right now, yeah? So two of the main things that I want to stress for next year are inspiration and ambition. So when I think of these two words, two people come to mind. First is Kuya Randall, and the other is Ata JJ, who is also in this room right now. So these people, they were former presidents of our club, and they are a big inspiration to me when it comes to duties for PAA and making PAA a greater club. Now, the reason why they're inspirations to me is because they have so much passion, they have so much drive just to see this club grow for no personal gain, really. All they really want to see is all the new members, all the new faces, all the freshmen kind of thing, growing as Filipino Americans kind of thing. And that's something that I take to heart myself because as in high school, I wasn't really into my own Filipino culture, and the reason why I joined PAA is because I wanted to kind of expand my knowledge of my own heritage. Pretty much, they were pretty much like everyone's Kuya and Ate, right? And this is what I want to reflect in my own leadership. I want to be able to inspire members to pursue leadership positions. I want to push cabinet members to be ambitious in their events. If you want to have PCN in Merced Theater and invite 2,000 people, let's do it. If you want to have a Ferris wheel at Barrio Fiesta, sige, let's go. Let's do it, right? But most of all, I want to see not only this club grow, but to see each and every one of its members grow as Filipino Americans. So with that said, let me be your kuya. Vote for me as executive chair for the 2014-2015 school year.
Alright, so I guess that means I have a first question. So if you're walking away from this cabinet, let's say everything goes well, you get voted in, you do your thing, and it's time to go, what's one thing you want your cabinet to walk away with? What's that one lesson?
The one lesson that I want my cabinet to walk away with is to kind of give theirself to something without a purpose, really. Or, I mean, with a purpose, but without personal gain. So that's the main reason why I chose to join PAA and pursue leadership positions, is to not only, I guess, a little bit to kind of gain some leadership experience, but at the end of it all, I really want everyone to just have, you know, the love for the club, the love for something, really, that they put their heart and soul into it, and just to see it grow. So again, like for example, all you freshmen out here, I want to see all of you guys, for example, run for executive position, you know, run for PCN, run for financial. You know, I want you guys to break out of your shell and actually just grow as individuals. And that's really what I want for not only my cabinet members, but also for the general body.
All right, on to our general members. Questions for our executive candidate. Okay, okay.
Alright, so from what I understand, you're a senior currently, right?
Yes.
And you plan on graduating in the fall?
As it stands, yes.
So how do you feel like you could be an effective leader for that one semester and then pass the first one?
So I have a couple plans. I've thought of this. I've thought this through. My first plan was to, if I do get voted into this position, I do plan on seeing it through the whole year. So even though I technically do finish in the fall, I intend to stay all the way throughout the spring. So I want to see my duties through. If I have responsibilities, I will see it all the way until, what is it, June 23rd or something like that, whenever the cabinet positions switch over to the 2015-2016 school year. Now, if that, for whatever reason, falls through, I plan to pick up a shadow to follow me throughout the whole fall semester, pretty much be my right-hand man kind of thing. To do all the things, come with me to all my meetings kind of thing, follow me through committee meetings and everything like that, so that they have the know-how to pick it up if I do end up not staying here for the spring. So that's pretty much my plan, and I do have ideas for people who I want to shadow me, but I don't want to say anything unless I talk to them first.
Cool. Any other questions?
I like your whole love without expecting anything in return. intern kind of thing. So the shadow thing, is that something you'd like to see, or you might want to see implemented at the start of the school year, as opposed to nearing elections and like for shadows, not just for you, but for every officer, so that people will get kind of a better idea of what's.
The thing about shadowing, I think that is, you bring up a good point. One of the big problems about shadowing is that not only do people they're not really sure if they want to shadow kind of thing. So with you know, again, like as I said in my speech, I want to inspire people to do more. I want to inspire people to pursue these higher positions within the club. So by doing that, I do want to pursue some shadows from the beginning of the year, especially because the first semester is a whole lot different from second semester. There's a whole bunch of different events, Frenchie Games, Barrio in the fall, and then we have like PCN and everything in the spring. So they're different. They're definitely two different beasts. So if you see only kind of one half of it, even like a quarter of it, you're not really gauging the exact amount of work as cabinet does. So again, I've been on cabinet for 2 years now. I know the ins and outs. There is a lot of work to it. And I think that if people shadow only towards the end of the year, they don't really get the full gravity of the position. So if they were to shadow from the beginning of the year, that definitely gives them such a longer running start once they get into their actual position, if they do decide to run at the end of the year.
Okay, you got time for one more question?
So we do really great at gaining new members. So if you were elected to executive chair, how would you encourage or how would you keep retention for upperclassmen and also the connections with them?
So as a soon-to-be alumni myself, I do want to implement some more alumni events. So for example, I know that like for example, every PCN, I know the alumni are starting to gather every PCN. I definitely want to see that go through through the years as well. So I do want to create some kind of alumni relations as well, so that the alumni can definitely stay in contact with the club after they graduate. Now, as freshman members, again, sometimes it is hard for freshmen to kind of gauge where they want to be for the next 4 years and everything. So my goal is to, not only myself, but to encourage my cabinet to just be as friendly as possible. So really, the thing that gets people is really first impressions. I'm really big on first impressions. So if they come to hangout day and everything, and all the cabinet members are kind of just standing by themselves kind of thing, not kind of going out and talking to other people, that sends a not welcoming vibe for the freshman students. So in order to kind of get more freshmen to join, new members to join, I definitely want to encourage my cabinet, but also the general members to be more outgoing and to definitely break out of their shell. So a lot of the times people tend to hang out with the same kind of people kind of thing, and that's kind of how cliques kind of start. But I really I want to kind of move a little bit away from that and have people be more welcoming towards a whole slew of people kind of thing. So I definitely want to kind of, again, inspire people to be more outgoing, be more well-rounded. Does that answer your question?
Well, I was focusing more on like sophomore, junior seniors. Like, how would you retain them in the club?
How would I retain them in the club?
How would you keep them coming to PA?
Okay, so as I was mentioning, or as other cabinet members were mentioning, a lot of times I've noticed now is that we really don't have that many events in between, for example, Barrio and like French again kind of thing. But a lot of times it seems as if it's nothing but work, right? You go to practice, you go memorize your script, and all these things. And a lot of times that can be a little bit overwhelming and not really fun for members who have this is kind of like their second and third year doing it, kind of just going over and over again kind of thing. So again, I do want to see, I do want to push, for example, like our social chair, to have these events. I want to have them set goals and have them meet those goals so that it's not really empty promises kind of thing. So again, these events, I really stick to those events just because, in my experience, it's really not really the work, it's the people who you meet while you're doing the work kind of thing. So if we do have more events like that, for example, basketball games, or like we'll go to a field trip to Little Manila kind of thing, and just a lot of more bonding experiences to help more people come and stay in the club.
Thank you, Angelo.